Gamer5 Ready.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gamer5 Ready. I'm Andyesterday and I'm doing a big ol' grind of Dark Souls Remastered. This is actually for it. If you didn't know, it was actually our first character in Dark Souls we tried to play with, and we did not finish Dark Souls, but this is so we can finish it. Because the remastered version just came out not too long ago. So you're gonna watch a pro for a little while, take on everything around him. I wouldn't say pro per se, but a veteran nonetheless. Hey buddy. Pat on the back for being such a good sport. Usually what I do in Undead Asylum though is that I usually just grind for a little while, but for this retrospect, I'll just go ahead and take down the boss. Hey buddy. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh god. Hey buddy. Come down. Cool. Alright, let's play again. Play? I'll play a bit. I'll play with you. The only thing I'm going to be taking as damage is gravity in this. If I so much as get smacked again by your big fat ass, I'm gonna make you regret it. Don't hit me. Oh god! I blocked it, didn't count. Woo! Woo! And we play again. Oh jeez. I'm gonna just keep smacking you until someone dies. Oh god! Eh! Alright, the beast has been slain. And we got the big pilgrim's key, pilgrim, and then we'll go ahead and just go on our merry way. I got humanity? Is that a thing for when I do it faster? Or is that part of the remastered version? By the way, this is not my first playthrough. I already made an entirely new playthrough of my own earlier, but I never finished it, so I have not completed the whole game. So yeah, you'll have that a lot. You'll have a lot of that to see in the future. So you better enjoy this, because I'm skipping the cutscenes! You know, when I first came down to this place, I was actually I was pretty certain the first thing that would happen is me dying, and when I went deeper into the place, that was absolutely right. I died immediately, and it was horribly fascinating for it to happen so soon. Thank you for this S-Talk that I may never use. A lot of people don't know this, but, well, I'm pretty sure if you're a seasoned player and you paid close enough attention to the weapons around you, blades like daggers and rapiers, or rapier-like weapons, give out a critical boost. And if you really play with a light character and you're trying to get that, and you're really professional, let's just say you're skilled with the backstab and the parry and whatnot, excuse me. A rapier or a dagger would be very useful, but at the same time, they don't exactly have the most amount of damage output. Now, believe me, thrusting damage does the most damage to most armors, but in hindsight, it's not going to do as much damage output as most of the other weapons do, even though defenses from other armors kind of flop them anyway. That's what I call some game balance. Maybe I'm lucky this time and I can get both the shield and the sword. Actually, I have done that before in my first playthrough. The dragon is not exactly as responsive until you've come up to his face like, hey buddy! But I really don't want to risk it regardless, mainly because I want to live. Now, I just have to recall which is which again. That's hard. Because I remember the sword and shield's right there. Is that the shield? Oh god. Which one's which? I think it was the first one. Yeah, I got the sword. Yeah, I got the shield. Animatic! Oh god! Okay. Yeah, it wasn't gonna work that way anyway. But I got the blade. That's what matters the most to me. Is it crest of Artorias. Alright, so now I have the blade, and I have the shield. So that's a plus, and another... Where's the blade? Good. And I can use both weapons because I've got the perfect output. Now I'm already a low-profile character with high-profile weaponry. That's what you call really, really overpowered. Some more humanity over here. They give you a lot of humanity at the beginning. Not huge amounts, but enough to get you through phase 1. And if you use them wisely, you do pretty good. You do pretty good. For me, I don't touch them at all. As soon as I get them, I'm just like, okay, I'll hold on to these for later when I need them the most, because you will need them the most later on in the game. Believe me, wasting your gosh darn humanity just because... Or your souls, for that matter. Use them on a must. I need them right now to level up at the last second. And you will do well. You will do very well. Especially when you come into a high-level area and you've basically got yourself fudged. I forget this thing is not exactly as much reach as the Uchi Katana. I've been playing with the Uchi Katana lately, too. Hey. Alright, he's dead. I'm not going after the Ring of Sacrifice. Mainly because I don't want to. And I'm not going to be talking this entire playthrough. This entire part of the playthrough might just be cut out. Ah! Oh, jeez! Well, that wasn't exactly what I was expecting. But I'll take it. What's this? It's a soul! Yay! I got a soul! Yay! Right now, this is the first part of the compilation. There will be more to the compilation, of course. And I will make sure to put more... I'm really just putting this in there so I can remember later. I look positively horrifying. Look at me. Just walk right up at you and give you nightmares for the rest of your life. There you can see the critical on this rapier right here has 110. That's for you to remember later. But what I was also talking about is that I mean, if you suit your play style, you like to be fast. You like to be a little off balance with your enemy. Well, I mean, not off balance, but you like to time your swings perfectly. You know what I mean? You like to be forward thrusting the whole entire game. Rapier is basically your weapon of choice. Now, there's other weapons that you could use, like the great swords and whatnot, and the ultra great swords and the great hammers and whatnot. And like I said before, your choice. You can choose to be slow and encumbering, or fast and really trying to amp up the DPS on yourself. For a lot of people, I think DPS matters. For me, I like a balance of both. I like to figure out what exactly I'm trying to do. I like to use a bit of a heavy weapon, but I like to lighten my armor, so I like to focus a lot on my endurance. so I can get a better edge on my speed. If you got the speed above your enemies, you pretty much got most of the game now. But don't get me wrong. In some games, that speed may not mean much. And now I look marginally more prepared than I did in the past. I wonder if anybody has actually died to this. Have you died to that? Let me know in the comments, have you died to that? Please. I want to know the hilarious story of you dying to that. Not because not because I'm saying you're a bad player, mainly because I just want to know, is it, how did you die to that? Seriously. And if you didn't quite say, per se, died to that, let's say you fell off the side where those stairs were, because there's a lot of things to the side of the stairs that you'll just fall straight off. It's a little unsettling to think about. The main reason I'm doing this playthrough right now is because I'm waiting on my friends to come over. Also gonna have to pick up Philip. I always pick up Philip. Mainly because he's working on his car license. Driving license. You know what I mean. He is working on it. He's got his permit right now. He's doing pretty good. No, I can't get I'm Also, I'm doing the 10,000 soul challenge. If you can get yourself about 10,000 souls, then you level up. That's always my challenge. If you don't remember that challenge, I'll put it in the description below. It's not really a challenge, but like, for new guys, it's kind of a challenge because it practices your patience. It really tries your patience for the most part. If you can't do this, I don't think you can really do Dark Souls.
You got something? Well, you two be together and be lovebirds. Smack. There we go, that must be much better. If it's not, then I guess I'm going to be a little disappointed in the recording, in the editing. Oh well. Oh, you jerk! No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't fall off the edge.
When I was a boy, I dreamt of toys and whatever else I could play with. And afterward, when I was done dreaming, I'd actually play with what I had. It was a toy like any other. Don't think that I'm talking about the right thing here. I don't know where I'm going with this song. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done with that. You know what was strange about Dark Souls 2? The fact that it was weird to me. Because if you killed a certain enemy amount of time, a certain certain amount of times, he'd disappear. He wouldn't come back. He'd go boop, off the map. Doesn't exist anymore. I was like, what? I think they designed that to make it easier for players, casual players, to get to the enemies that they're struggling with, and to get the bosses faster, and with more stuff on their hands. Personally, I think that's a ripoff. Why? Mainly because I'm missing out on the souls that I could have needed, and stuff like that. It doesn't make much sense to me. Why didn't they do that? I don't think they did that in the middle of Dark Souls 3, but that was a low blow. Like Fortnite. I play Fortnite, don't get me wrong. I play a little bit of Fortnite. A good amount. I play it with Philip every once in a while. We hate the game. We actually hate the game. I wouldn't say hate. Hate probably is a strong word. We're fed up with the game. That's more like it. And I've already seen like a video called Fortnite is Dying and Here's Why and whatnot. It's like, oh, this is actually very good. I think there's a part 2 to it, and I haven't watched it, but I think the guy whose name I can't recall, I just can't recall his name right now. He has a very good argument. I agree. Excuse me. I agree with his argument. Don't get me wrong. I completely agree with his argument. You know, for some players, playing professionally means that you just don't use armor at all, and you just roll around at the speed of light. One, yes, you are pretty professional if you can pull that off in any Dark Souls game. If you do that, kudos to you. I cannot do it. I have to do it with armor, mainly because it gives me a sense of purpose, and lets me know that I'm safe, and if you do, and in Dark Souls 3, if you do it just right with armor, if you do it just right with the armor, you basically got yourself a recipe for disaster towards your enemies. Because good armor just means that if you got a balanced armor set and it's very good, and you've got the right resistances and whatnot, and it matches with your shields, you've pretty much got yourself set up for really good fights. Especially when I had to face Aldrich of the Deep. It was not fun. It was not fun because I didn't have the proper equipment with me. I had the wrong armor set and whatnot, so I changed my armor set to where it was a little more focused on the magic and the fire. And when I got that all together, it was like, oh, dude, it was much easier to handle. Those resistances, they go a long way. I'm not going on a resistance thing here. Resistance in Dark Souls takes fucking forever. I'm not going to do that to you guys. Instead, I'm going to focus on a lot of faith at first. And then the one thing I'm going to collect here, it's obvious. The Lightning Spear. Because the Lightning Spear in Dark Souls is just, it's freaking overpowered. Hopefully they didn't nerf it. And by nerf it, I mean, I hope they didn't bring down the damage on that damn thing. Because then that would piss me off, just like in Dark Souls 2. Because, you know, you've heard about it before. You've watched Happy Souls, probably. How they nerfed lightning. I thought it was hilarious. Yes, 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 yes. Lightning is the best. Stuff like that. I love Happy Souls. If you've never watched Happy Souls, you've got to watch Happy Souls. These are good videos. Happy Souls is one of my favorites. And it deserves all the attention because you get something so beautiful that no matter how many times you watch it, it just gets better. And that's what you call a good video.
Yeah, watch out. Good shit. Thank you for dying here.
Well, I appreciate the Titanite shards and whatnot, and I appreciate the huge amount that you've given me so far, but right now, I would like some free armor. Almost finished with the challenge. Oh yay, some waistcloth! Finally, something to put on my legs. Now I look like I came straight out of Greece and or Rome. Take your pick. Pick your poison. I don't care.
We don't throw stuff like that in this house. No, not in my house. Not in my house. Not in my house.
Dead. And we move on to the east side of New York, stabbing things until they get dead and dead some more, 'cause I'm still amateur at this game. Not really amateur, but in my moveset and my build screams amateur. If I was invaded, which I am not online by the way, so I cannot. But if I was, I'd be dead for sure. 'Cause some people love to invade Andyesterday and face some newbies. Because this game is still very well new. And a lot of people really hate it because it's a completely reskinned version of Dark Souls. But you know what else? The AIs are smarter. Marginally smarter. Which is acceptable for me. Alright. So, basically, here's the 10,000 soul challenge. I should have explained this earlier. I don't think I probably explained it in the last couple episodes. I don't know if I explained it at all. But what I do basically in a 10,000 soul challenge is that basically it's a grinding challenge. You come to Andyesterday as a new character, and you are going to basically be working really hard. You're going to bring up the souls that you have and bring it up to 10,000, and then you start leveling up your character. Okay? You level up your character, and you keep leveling up your character until you reach a certain amount of which you feel as if you can actually take on the Dark Knight, the Black Knight, at the bottom of the whole Andyesterday. You know, the first Black Knight you ever encounter in this game. But here's the catch: you have to face the Undead Knight with exactly 10,000 souls in your arsenal. If you can pull it off, you've passed the challenge. But if you fail, I mean, you can just get up off the bonfire and grab your souls again and then try again. But if you lose the souls, yeah, you know the fact Dark Souls is always just like, yep, start again. That's just how it is. So, don't get yourself killed. By the time you come up to the Black Knight, the first time you get by your first time and you feel as if you can actually face him with better armor on, I mean, you can probably do a lot. You'll probably do well. You don't have to worry too much. But yeah, that's basically the challenge. If you can pass that, you're pretty much set for the rest of the game.
Okay. Oh, you're a jerk.
Might as well be doing this in the background or something like that. Until I actually make some real progress with it again. To where we left off last time, I guess I'm going to go ahead and start recording for a little while. But I'll pick this up next time. And I don't need to say goodbye because I know for a fact I'm going to end the recording and I'll start it again and just edit it all together. So, yeah. Yeah, have fun with that. Oh, dumb. Alright, so we're back into the thick of it. Acidics, so to speak. And it just, it's not really good. Alright, so we're back to the 10,000 soul challenge. I'm already geared. I am already ready for that Dark Knight. Oh shit! I say as I get myself pummeled. But I am definitely already ready for the Dark Knight. I can absolutely say for a fact, I can take on the Dark Knight and win. It won't be easy. It will be a very difficult decision. Oh! Okay, I forgot you guys existed altogether. It'll be very difficult, but I believe we can do it.
Whoa. Alright. There we go. We've been doing this for a very long time. Now get right back to it.
Sorry if I've already said this, and it's probably really just old news for everybody else, but I just like being deprived. I like to be stripped of all my natural boundaries from the world around me, and then die in hideous ways. Mainly because, one, you start out on the lowest soul level. This is good. In hindsight, it's better because you'd be able to get the levels much faster, and since you basically start in all 11, it's a higher, it's just higher. It's easier to play the game when you're basically a character that's all around jack and is just easier to work with. He's faster, he may not have armor, and his shield and weapon may be crap. But give him time, he'll work his way up to the top, and basically we're here now. If you know what you're doing, the Deprived is just for you. Which is why I enjoy Dark Souls so much. One of the main aspects of Dark Souls is about surviving by your own wit. You have a ton of resources at your disposal, and what you need to do is just find different ways to attack your opponents from different angles and just gain your skills. Not all characters that you can create are going to be perfect. You're going to have drawbacks. You're going to have natural weaknesses. And hot and heavy with any weapon at all can be kind of troublesome. But that's what makes Dark Souls so unique, is just that it levels the playing field in its own ways. What I also love about this game is how you can get a lot of souls out of it if you kill your enemies at higher damages than you normally could. Like for instance, you'd normally get like an 80 from a regular sword or hollow soldier, like what I'm doing right now. But I'm getting 96 because I'm hitting them with the heavy attacks. Why? It's a little bit of reward. You hit your enemies harder, you get more stuff to reap afterwards. And if you get the best stuff, by golly, you're already reaping souls by the gallon. Now you're probably wondering, and I may have not listened to the last recording I had, which is this is one big recording. Yeah, well, one recording session. It's more than one recording session. It's definitely more than one recording session. You may be wondering how I'm gaining so many items so quickly at the beginning of the game. Let me show you. And I may have already mentioned this, but I'll go ahead and show you now. Alright? Alright, so you notice that there's poise, bleed resist, poison resist, and curse resist on the right of the screen, right? Excuse me. Ugh. I need some water, dang. Well, below all that, there's the item discovery, which is 192. That's because I have 7 humanity and I've reversed my hollow. Well, may not have needed to reverse my hollow, but you get the idea. I have 7 humanity, and that gives me a lot more chances for me to get items. My item discovery amplifies this way, and therefore I'm going to find more interesting and rare items like Titanite shards and armors off of these guys every once in a bit. I always look out for them, because even though you're going to get kind of repetitive stuff, you need some things, like for instance the Titanite shards. And trust me, later some characters and some enemies actually give up the large Titanite shards. And we all know for a fact, Black Knights give off some Titanite chunks. Special Titanite chunks too. Woo! So, really, if you have a lot of humanity that you've accumulated somehow by mistake, well, you already got a good thing going. Thank you for dying here. Almost there. Just need 1,000 more to go. And you. I'm not gonna get it on this run. Mainly because there's not enough souls to go around. Dead. I'm close. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna have to go for another go. You know? Did you know that you can actually do a lot more damage to enemies when they are... crud. When they've hit your shield and they're basically reeling back some from the thing, from the attack, the recoil, it gives them a huge disadvantage and leaves them perfectly open for a very powerful attack. Dark Souls modifies this to where you can actually get a stronger attack due to the fact of how open they freaking are.
Thank you, sir, for dying here.
Itty bitty tips you may not have noticed. I don't know, there's some new players who are probably playing Dark Souls Remastered. Can I have any tips for PvP? Disconnect your video game. Don't play online. I cannot help you. You know why? I suck at PvP. And if that's a problem, you should not be watching this video because I can give you nothing. But if you really want a good source material, the Dark Souls Remastered strategy guide actually has a section in there for PvP. So if you really want to waste your money for that, go right ahead. Or you can figure it out the hard way. Because I seriously can't help you. Trust me, I played PvP on Dark Souls 3. I can actually do pretty good, but I can't invade. If you want to know anything about Dark Souls 3 PvP, though, I can give you a couple tips. First off, get really strong. Really strong. Okay? What about if you're invaded for no reason? Well, actually, I save the PvP stuff for casual play. Alright? Because you can call me casual, but I don't really call it casual in this regard. You're kind of just waiting for people to come and face you. Just because you got nothing better to do. Is that a problem? Hey, at least you're facing people. That, in my opinion, that's better than doing nothing at all. At all. Besides that, I mean, it's annoying to be invaded by someone else in the middle of a game and then die several times to that same person because you're the only 2 people there. It's really annoying. And here in Undead Burg, it is extremely annoying. Mainly because they continue to spawn, and you don't want them to be here. Because you're just trying to get to the first boss. That's it. You really don't want any trouble. That's why I say disconnect your, just disconnect your game at that point. You know what I mean? Make it much easier on yourself. Alright. So now I'm here to the Dark Knight, the Black Knight, the Fuck Knight, the Tenguin's loyal Black Knight, who's the sunlight, who just comes in and destroys any who come in his way. Did you know? I'm gonna a little bit of spot of lore here. The Black Knights are actually Black Knights because they are charred by the first flame kindled by Great Lord Gwyn. And another thing is that they have extremely high fire resistance. But, you know what else they have? They have an advantage against demons. Why? Because during the... there's a lot more lore. But there was a war against demons. I'll say that much. Oh, hi. How's it doing? Didn't say this was going to be easy, did I? He's like a boss of his own. And he does get more aggressive. Oh, God! That's almost as much as the other guys can do. Don't come after me. Woo! Oh, shit. Oh, come on. We're just too far away from one another. There we go. Now, if I get him over here, I can make it easier for a backstab. But I gotta be very careful. Because his attacks follow. And he is very quick on the turn. Oh, shit! Blocked that one. And stabbed him in the ass. Stabbed him in the ass. Come on, man. We were just playing a game here. Woo! 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 Oh, shit! And done. Oh, I got a Black Knight sword! Nice! Now I can show you what I meant, alright? It actually doesn't say it in the game, but it does give you a little lore to it. For instance, it says so here, let me mute that over there to shush it up so I won't get any reverb. It says here, the great sword of the Black Knights who wander Lodron, used to great and face chaos demons. And the large motion that puts the weight of the body into the attack reflects the great size of their adversaries long ago. And yes, indeed, it does have an advantage against demons. And it is extremely powerful against demons. This is the kind of weapon you want to bring down to Lost Izalith or the Chaos Ruins? Where's the Chaos Ruins? Well, you get what I You can see there. You'd bring it down to the Chaos Ruins or another place that escapes me. What Chaos Ruins? There were Chaos Ruins? What am I thinking of Chaos Ruins? What are the Chaos Ruins? Demon Ruins! Demon Ruins! Demon! Demon Jim! Anyway. Yeah. That's basically the most important weapon you can grab. There's another weapon there's several Black Knight weapons. Alright? Black Knight Greatsword. Yeah, this is, mind you, this is not the Great Knight Greatsword. This is just a Black Knight sword. This is the standard long sword of a Black Knight. And you know what else? I did not mean to equip it. Hold on. No. There we go. You know what else? It's considered to be a great sword. Look at this. Alright, I'm gonna hold it now. It's big. This motherfudger is freaking big for even a long sword. Not a very big weapon, but it's heavy and it will do damage with a perfect swing. What was I talking about Dark Souls 3? Oh yeah, some PvP magic. Okay. Best way to get yourself started with PvP on Dark Souls 3, like I said, go ahead and level up your stats. Make sure you're really high up. Endgame material, preferably. If you've defeated the bot and like all the enemies, DLC included, you're set. You're pretty much set for like freaking PvP. If you are actually stuck in the Ring City because of a PvP match, turn off your PvP. It'd be more interesting. Turn off your internet. Or find a really good person to summon. And just don't die immediately. in the heart in the half-light battle, because I can guarantee you for a fact it's not easy. All right, I've never played it, but I've done it. I did it offline. That's just me me trying to take it easy, okay? I want to work on the strength or dexterity. Strength or dexterity? I'm going to go strength. Because I want it to be strong. She needs to lift them grape swords. They're grape swords. Great swords. How did I block that? Now she is ready to face our most feared adversary, the Taurus Demon. That I kid you not, in the playthrough of Gamer 5 Ready, or otherwise known, what was then known as Duke Troop for some that was a horrible name. Why did we change the name? Because it was horrible. It just didn't stick. Hey, some things change and everything starts out small. You know, some companies change their names over time, mainly because of deals that they had to make with other companies or whatever it is that they have their own reasons. Mainly, maybe also because they have to just freaking deal with the name change, you know? IHOB. Not a very good example, but they changed their name. I liked IHOP better though. I will admit, I'm not gonna get into that political whatever stance that is. You for the pancakes or you for the burgers? No, I'm gonna have to agree with y'all. I liked IHOP better because it just sounded more fun. Not this IHOB. It sounds weird. Anyway. I'm gonna stop there before the comments started going with something like that. Or the bat. Who would win a light? Would Captain America's Steel and Shield withstand a lightsaber? And if I had to answer that, yes. I'm not gonna get into details unless you want answers. That's that. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, Dark Souls. Working with it. Dealing with the guitarist demon. Oh, by the way, that's how you pass the challenge at the 10,000 souls. Not easy, but not hard either. Oh! Oh, it hit me in the face. It's in my side of my head. Dang it. I was hoping it was actually in my eye. Woo! Don't want to be here when that happens. Alright. Sup, motherfucker? Alright, let's do this, Taurus. You know, when I actually faced a Taurus demon, I thought to myself, oh, it's not so bad. It's just like the Asylum demon, because he had like the club and everything. Because it looks similar. Made me think, oh, it's just a Taurus demon, you know? Nothing interesting. Ah, was I so wrong? This guy is scaled to make all freaking new players hate the game. I have friends of mine who have fallen to the Taurus demon several times and have gotten themselves they just hate the game now. It's like, really, guys? You missed out on so much because of the Taurus demon. Oh, God damn it. I mean, I'll admit, I wasn't a veteran at the time. Okay, calm down, buddy. Forget that tracksuit. Oh, okay, bye. Eh. Oh, well, shoot. Eh. Oh, come on, buddy. Nah, okay, I'm just gonna go for the hack and slash. Or slash and dash. Don't hit me off! Woo! That was close! And he's gone. I kid you not, I'm a little swimming. I'm swimming a little bit. My head's swimming. Mainly because that surprised me. Never have I ever been able to take the Taurus Demon and throw him off the edge. That's the first time. I've always faced him head on. Or with fire bombs, because that's what I did originally. And then over time, as soon as I got to the playthrough with Div Troop, I actually faced him head on, and nowadays I just feel a lot more confident about it. Because just look at me! Just look at it! She is ready. She's totes ready.
One of my favorites. He's everyone's favorite. I mean, have you seen the memes? Blah, 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 blah. Yes, thank you. Thanks, buddy. I'll see you again. See you again several times, actually. Just summon me. Let's move on. Okay. Now I have to get Dragon. Should be coming soon. There he is. Okay, great. He's in position. Now we run. And we run as fast as we can. You know, in the original Dark Souls, I was actually pretty surprised he didn't attack, because usually he'd attack you dead on when you did that. I don't understand why he didn't do that before. Maybe because I choked. And after which, if I took too long, he just saw me. I was like, oh, you know what, my breath is at the part. I'm gonna go ahead and kill you now. And he destroys me. Personally, I find that a little misleading and disappointing. Well, I need to get my dexterity up. Okay, that'll work with it. I'll keep working. Work my way up to the east side. I'm moving. Alright. Yeah! Oh! Thank you for dying, hero. Thank you for dying, hero. Admittedly, my weapon is not strong, but it will get stronger over time. It is fine. It will be ready. Maybe I'll make a new challenge at the end of the patch. Maybe. Maybe I won't. I'll think about it. If I come up with anything, then you'll guys be the first to know. Oh, shit. Dude. Uncalled for. Okay, so this is different. Because the designers wanted you to use your learning skulls, obviously, to get the metal pig guy out of the way. But, as luck would have it, I don't listen. I never did. All I knew is that after I defeated the Taurus Demon, I had like a shite load of fire bombs. And I didn't know what to do with them. So I just threw them on the pig, and it worked. I'm gonna be saving them for another boss fight, trust me. That's my Estus. Enjoy some bacon. 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 Nom nom for that bacon. Gonna have to about the bacon. Get some nice fried bacon tonight. And then. Okay. There we go. Nice. Alright. Do you leave anything? Thing going on? Nope. Okay, moving on. Ah! Okay. Thank you, sir, for dying, yeah? Oh, you sheesh. You sheesh. Okay, cool. Thank you for dying here. No, I'm serious. Thank you. Hey, seriously, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh, you wanna dance me? Too bad. This isn't that bad. This is our first look at one of our later foes. And that's called a Boulder Knight. And we've already faced them. You've already seen them. But if you want any tips against Boulder Knights, they are very fast and quite strong. They have different approaches. And the one that will throw you for a loop is the one who uses a rapier, which you will see up ahead soon. I'm about to show you. This guy is a rapier. He's stronger, he's got more health, he's guarding a thing I need. So I'm just gonna backstab him and call it that. Usually if you did backstab him by this point, you'd have a very weak weapon. Mine is not as weak. It's 80 in both physical and magical damage, which doubles in my damage counter. That's good, but it's bad also because it doesn't scale up to later on in the game. Trust me, this sword doesn't become as useful as you want it to be. Alright, this is the side sword Balder Knight. He's not as fast, well he's fast, but he's not as strong as the rapier knights, who are excuse me. Sorry, I got excited. But you're dead now, and that's good. Maybe I'll do the 20,000 soul challenge here. The challenge is made. Oh yeah, I've given myself a new challenge. It will do it. I'm gonna drink that for now, and I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna hit you. And now I shall face you. Come to me! Baron Knight! That I cannot backstab. You cannot backstab big guys like him. He's got the steel armor set. He's gonna smash. Oh shit. Smash me. Shoot it.
Unfortunately for him, and all Baraniki Knights, the Baraniki and the Balder Knights come from two different kingdoms. Baraniki and Balder. Undead Hollows are from Lodrin. This area of Lodrin, actually. The Silver Knights are more of an elite guard. The soldiers that we find here, okay, for the sake of the plot, we'll just say they're different from a different country. Or kingdom. Everyone is here because they are looking for ways to stop the undead curse. That's why it became so important for other knights, other unknown challenges to appear so suddenly. And this is why we're here. Because we're here to stop the undead curse. Because we're the chosen undead. There are thousands of undead. Which is odd to me. There are thousands of undead. It's very important to pull that up. Thousands. Countless undead. And they're all here to stop the same thing. Now, what makes them different from me? That's the next weird question. It's something I think about on a daily basis. It keeps me up at night. Alright, so this is basically where we left off, but I'm not stopping here. No. I'll stop when I'm ready for the boss, because I'm going to get it ready, and you're going to witness what happens when it is ready. So, if you really don't want to watch this, now's the time to leave. And I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this, because I'm enjoying everything about it. This is good, because I'm also using these videos as editing, for editing purposes, some sort of editing experiment. Practice.
Well, you must be a new arrival.
Indeed!
I'm Andre, I'm a store rat. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Cool, thank you. Alright. So I got loads of Titanite shards. Almost enough to bring one weapon to full. Ooh, what weapon do I want this time? Because can I use a halberd? Nope, can't use a halberd. What can I... Oh, god damn it. My strength is actually at the point, right? Where's my strength? Is my strength correct? I don't remember. No, I think my strength is actually at 12. My dexterity is 12. So my dexterity is up to par. I just need to bring up my strength. You know what? Let's do it. I'll do that. Did I? What else did I do on the playthrough? Did it go down? Oh, no. I don't remember suddenly. I think I put all the videos on the thing. Hold on. Give me a second. So this is basically the part of which I got really bored and, well, let's just say there wasn't much else for me to do with it. So this is basically where it all ends. If you enjoyed this playthrough, or at least this grinding fun for the sake of it, please leave a like and subscribe, share with your friends, please. It does help. We really do appreciate it. Gamer5Ready is a channel that my friends and I really do enjoy doing, and we really do need a community and whatnot. This is basically me just begging y'all to just, please, subscribe, do things. But you know what? This kind of commentary and this kind of heart-to-heart is what really helps channels like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye actually take off. We would really appreciate it if you guys would just give us a hand, just put in some comments and stuff like that. Thank you. You know, if you are watching this and just for the sake of it, please give us a hand. We really do appreciate that. We have big things we want to do, and we really want to help other people. We really want to do things, you know? And it's just, thank you. That's all I can say for now. I hope you have an excellent day and everything goes well for y'all. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends. Thank you. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.